Good. Well, I'd like to call this meeting to order with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
President Reyes,
Here.
Director Adams,
Here.
Director Brown,
Here.
Director Clayton,
Here.
Director Guy.
Here. Moving on to item number 1, minutes of the regular meeting held September 11th, 2025.
So I've reviewed the minutes and I move that we accept the minute as presented.
We have a motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Aye.
And I'll abstain.
Moving on to item number 2, committee reports.
Mr. President, your executive committee met last Thursday to set this agenda.
All right. Moving on to item number 3, general manager's report.
So the hard part's over with our runway project. Paving is completed, some minor punch list items they'll get to when they come back for the grooving. As you know, the asphalt plant set us back about a week or so. So the consensus is we're just gonna reschedule till shortly after the Air Fest. Whenever the Air Fest is done, we'll schedule for 7 nights of grooving and restriping to finish out the project. But it's open, it's operating, looking great. So today I actually met with our engineers with Torchai, and we toured the whole airfield, planning for airport capital improvement plan update and what's next. So I'll get with the capital program subcommittee, and I'd like to take you and Mr. Guy, and I'd like to take you on a tour. Show you, we think we have a good plan. We think we got a really good project that needs to get done. And my goal is this time next year, we'll be congratulating ourselves for having completed that project. And I'm confident we'll get funding, and so I'm feeling really good about the next phase.
All right. Sounds good.
Customs turnover should come at the end of October. And we're now looking at most likely being open in February, sometime in February, which I think is fine. Get through the holidays, we got enough going on, we got other things to sort out. Director Adams and I are going to do some work on the marketing side, so I actually think the timing is good. The solar project, the solar project has been a bit of a struggle. We won't go into all the details, but the original hurry up and get it done plan to have it ready by October 15th isn't going to happen. So we're going to struggle through. Hopefully by the end of November, we'll have it completed. That ties in with the ramp, parking lot, pavement maintenance, seal coat that the board approved. We had a problem with one of the bidders, and so it gave us a pause to reevaluate that part of work. And then the pressure of getting it done by October 15th was no longer there. So we're going to rebid that project. So hopefully we'll be able to resync that up with the completion of the solar project, and we'll get that done. We met with, just a side note, we met with Cheryl Sims from the town center, part of the management staff there, and they were offering us opportunities for marketing within the mall. And we're considering it, and we're gonna share that with, include that in our consideration for our overall marketing program. I shared with her that we're gonna have internal marketing and advertising ourselves, so maybe she'd like to do some business with us. So she would.
Good idea.
So that's all I have.
I have a question for you, Martin. So
Along with the solar project, you said that when we get back, we'll sync it up with some other projects.
So
Which ones?
we have the ramp area
Yes,
there where we want to move FedEx. FedEx is hesitant to move there because of the condition of the pavement.
okay,
We can't get to a full-on rehabilitation. So we'd
okay,
like to do a slurry of that, the lock in what's left of it.
okay,
When we wanted to do that, we also wanted to do the same type of work in the parking lot.
okay,
Take advantage of the parking lot being empty because of the solar project. And, we wanted to put them together because it's the same type of work, so we get better quantities and better bidding. So we want to we want to do that. We think we can put off the ramp and another month or two
yeah,
and keep those two elements of work together.
okay, and in the parking lot, I know that there's some areas that need to be cut out and replaced, but are we gonna slurry seal the rest of it, or?
It's mostly a seal
It's
project.
mostly a seal,
Right.
okay, okay, thank you.
Do you have your update on the red study on here?
It's in the process. As
Okay.
soon as we get it back, I think, I don't have a date for you. I can get it for you.
No, that's okay.
But they're working on it. They came out a month or so ago and actually went through the facility. So you'll have that shortly.
Okay, thank you.
2 months? No. That'll be the next project you all work on.
I mean, you're at the mercy of receiving the rent study, so we get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's on schedule. I think they had like I can't remember schedule, at least 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Any further questions for me? Moving on to item number 4, financial report.
Mr. President, and acting as your finance director, as your interim finance director, we ask that you approve the financial reports. And I'm happy to report that our interim part-time retiree annuitant has reported that she won't be here October 1st because she's busy being retired, but she'll be back in time for the audit and other assignments as needed.
I was wondering who knows.
I'll make a motion to accept it. And I'll second it. But I have a question on it.
We have a motion and a second. Did you want to ask your question before or after?
Yeah, let me ask it for the Pro Digit Cube, $106,000. There was one of the modules that never worked, that I think, Vernica was going to discuss with them on that. Was that ever done? Or is that module ever working? Are we paying for something that doesn't?
I don't have the answer for you right now, but I'll get it for you.
Can we hold off paying that until we get that answer resolved? I just think it puts you in a better spot in this spot.
We can certainly do that. I believe,
It's not past due,
I
right?
don't believe so. I believe you can.
Just, if you would approve the demand register, except for that item with directions for it to be brought back at the next meeting.
Set for check number 74043.
Software that didn't work.
It was a module within the software to do some accounting work. Gatsby.
Yeah, something they, and I think maybe, if you don't mind, you probably want to look at with a different set of eyes than Vernica to see if it's something that really wasn't working, or maybe it was just her or something. Not judging any,
Sure.
okay. What he said.
So you would have a new motion and second. You would need a new motion and a new second to approve the demand register with the exception of that check.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's one second.
So we have a motion and a second to approve the demand register as written, except for the Prodigic line item. All in favor?
Aye.
Move, anything else?
Yes, sir.
Moving on to item number 5, public session. Statements from the floor will be heard during public session. Request to speak forms are provided for those wishing to address the board. After completing the form, please give it to the clerk. Requests requiring board action will be referred to staff and brought on the next appropriate agenda. Members of the public are cordially invited to speak on agenda items as they occur. Staff reports covering agenda items are available for review in the office of the general manager on the Tuesday prior to each meeting. The board will establish a time limit for receiving testimony, in this case, 3 minutes. The board reserves the right to establish further time limit for receiving testimony. With that being said, I do not have any request to speak forms. So we can go ahead and move on to item number 6, discussion and direction of staff regarding sponsorship for the United Way Mayor's Bash.
So, there's a couple items, we routinely sponsor community events. There's two I just thought we'd talk about because I don't think your board has done it in the past. One is for the Mayor's Bash, which is a fundraiser for United Way that's held every year. You, Mr. President, and I have discussed it with their sponsorship coordinator, and we considered, I guess the ask is if the board would like us to sponsor $2,500 for a table of 8 at the Mayor's Bash.
What's the date?
October 4th. May I make a comment about that? The Mayor's Bash has between 40 and 42 tables of 8 already sold. Every community leader will be at this event. Lots of the people within the community that manage and run a number of the businesses. I personally think it's a great idea because we would get an advertising opportunity. And the MC will also speak about some, if not all, of the sponsors of the event. So I think it's a publicity at the right time. But I must also share that I'm on the board of directors for the United Way of Santa Barbara County. So I have a bias. So when you vote, I will abstain from the vote.
So I'll speak on it too. I am not on the board, but I have attended the Mayor's Bash the last, let's say 2-3 years maybe, through a different sponsor. I think it's a great event. It's everyone, like all the business partners and members that we normally work with, and a lot of growers and everything are there. I think it's a great event. That's all I have to say.
I can't attend it, but I'll make the motion to accept.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Or would this be
I'm abstaining.
4,500 to take it by me.
$2,500? Yeah, $2,500 for the table.
That's on the 4th?
October 4th.
And I've already, what time is it?
From, I believe it's 4 to 8 p.m.
Yeah, I will not be attending either.
Okay.
Our daughter graduates college on the 4th, so.
Well, you guys can, we'll discuss who to
Yeah.
invite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will be already attending. Aside, there are different sponsors.
I think, I'll make a statement. I think if we're sponsoring that, we need to make sure that the table is full. I don't care who it is,
Yes,
body's there. I think it looks terrible when somebody sponsors it. You only
We don't
have
have
a
the empty
table.
table. I agree with that.
Could that make us?
So we may have 100 people sitting.
I'll plan to attend
What day's the 4th?
It's a Saturday.
Saturday, but if, with your permission, I'd suggest inviting business members of our airport community.
Yes.
There you go.
We can go through and figure out a list.
The business owners and leadership on us in our community.
I like that.
And Martin, I'll already be attending as a guest of somebody else, but if needed, I'll sit at the airport table. No, because I want to make sure it's full.
Yeah.
To Steve's point, he's absolutely right. It looks bad when somebody sponsors a table and all the seats aren't filled.
Yeah. We'll fill this.
Okay.
I mean, it's at 4 o'clock. I've got another thing that morning, so I don't know if that's it.
Did you, was that clear enough?
Yeah, it's just on for discussion and direction, so that's fine. I think we have the direction would be to go ahead and secure the sponsorship and work towards making sure that we have a full table, which staff can handle.
All right. Any questions before we move? Moving on to item number 7, discussion and direction of staff regarding sponsorship of the annual Santa Maria Christmas Parade flags.
Again, and much of this we just do through the normal budgeting process. The reason it's on the agenda is these are events we haven't sponsored in this way before. I just want to make sure that things, no one's happy with what we're doing. The parade we participated in as a participant in the parade, which is, it's separate item from this, which is that costs $750, and we get a banner and we run the ARF truck out there. Huge fun, and everybody in town is there.
What's $750?
That is the registration for participating. You pay the $750 for your float.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No.
Hey, guys,
It's worth it, Michael. It's worth it.
Yes, it
I
is.
see
yeah.
the bill,
You-
you paid.
You have the
You
best
you
float.
spend twice that.
Yeah.
This is different. This is actual sponsorship. They had some, I guess, one of the large sponsors fall out, and the organizer of this, the parade, Rotary Club, reached out to me and said, are you interested? And there's two levels of sponsorships available. One's $2,500, one's $5,000. And there's a, the 5,000 is much more substantial, but you get headline banner, sponsorship logo, and all of their advertising during the, you know, this is the parade's broadcast on KCOY. So, you know, if you ever watched it on
They played like 3 different days.
yeah, and it's Toyota Santa Maria, you know, down the line. It'd be the Santa Maria Airport. We'd have our logo in that television broadcasting. Sure. And there's additional advertising in the parade itself that's beyond just a participant. I really like the parade. I think it's an awesome community event. It's Rotary, so it's all on the charity.
With this, can we count this towards the advertisement for that?
Oh, for sure.
It would fit in that category, sure.
Absolutely.
That's
I mean, last year they had over 25,000 people at the parade. It is a huge event.
5,000 more.
25,000.
Right.
25,000.
Yes.
So, Mark, just so I'm curious, for $5,000, could you read what we get?
Sure.
Just so that I'm aware.
The benefits are sponsor banner carried along Broadway. The second item, as banners pass each of the 7 announcers, script is read to the audience about the sponsor, and the parade is broadcast live on KCOA Channel 12. And those announcers are rebroadcast around Christmas. Note there are approximately 30,000 viewers along the parade route in a typical year. Your banner can be placed directly before the sponsor's entry in the parade if they desire. So name mentions in all parade radio commercials on 7 radio stations. Logo included on the parade website. Small logo included in the KCY TV parade commercials. Name mentioned in radio commercials on 7 radio stations from Nevada, November 15th to December 6th. That seems redundant. Logo in parade, logo in the Santa Maria Times parade section. Logo on the parade poster, logo in the social media ads, sponsor of the Christmas parade staging area, logo on all maps and instructions handed out to all floats and sponsors of food trucks for staging floats. So basically wherever they're disseminating the information, our logo would be there.
So what's the difference between the 5 and the 2,500?
2,500 is sponsorship. It's about half as much. Sponsor banner carried along Broadway. Banner passes the 7 announcers, and you're on KCOI. Name mentioned in radio stations. Logo included on the parade website. So there's a little less. Well, there's just you're not included.
I want those radio stations, the 7 radio stations for the time in November and December before the parade. I think that's critical because we're trying to sell these flights to Phoenix.
Sure. I'm trying to describe it's like when I read or I watch the TV show.
Mhm.
It's like four companies, 4
The
entities.
major ones are.
They get blasted as sponsors. Everybody else is, tails behind.
Coming down, yeah.
Yeah, so
I was just curious what the
I
difference
think
was.
the $5,000, I think, gets us top tier and makes us.
I would suggest that we do. 5,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I do too.
So I move that we accept the recommendation to sponsor $5,000.
Just direction.
It's just discussion. I got five head knots I feel comfortable doing.
Okay.
One of the biggest events in town.
It's right there neck and neck with something called the Air Fest.
You know.
That's coming on October 19th.
And rodeo.
All right, any questions before moving on? Nothing heard. Moving on to item number 8, authorization for the president and secretary to execute the service agreement for terminal advertising between the district and Fuse Connect.
I thought we already did this.
We did, this is the actual execution of the agreement. It's in here. So
I move that we accept it.
Give me a second on that.
it's in here, so Gary must need something from us.
We had the agreement last time that the board approved, and then they requested the insertion of some minor different language that just matches up if there's a termination of the flight service or things like that, so. I've already
Gives them
reviewed
a parachute.
Yeah, I've already reviewed it, so it should be fine, we just need to bring it back for additional approval.
It's a win-win.
Yeah. So I have a motion and a second.
First and second.
First and second, all in favor?
Aye.
No, and for this one, we included.
Sure.
So.
Okay, and then we're going to table item number 9 for a separate meeting, or maybe just all together after further discussion that is needed with our legal counsel. With that being said, let's go ahead and go straight into item number 10. Full session. We exit closed session with reportable actions that John Fuller has done.
Thank you, Mr. President. On item 10B, the board has approved the settlement offer from the lessee of 3111K Air Park Drive in the amount of $4,160, subject to execution of a mutual release, which will be drafted by district council with their standard terms, and has authorized the general manager to execute that release. On item 10A, public employment, the board has selected RWG as new legal counsel pursuant to execution of a retainer agreement consistent with the submitted proposal, with one modification that there would not be a charge for travel time. That will be reviewed by district council and if approved, authorize the president and secretary to execute that agreement.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 11, director's comments. Go ahead and start with Nelson.
So you guys know, the decision we made was not an easy one. We appreciate you guys, we work with you guys. Don't feel like it's all a waste to come down here, because I think that, we have a relationship with them. He's sitting a little bit closer to us, and I think that made a difference to us on the thing there. But I've enjoyed working with you guys on the thing there, and we may work with you again down the road, so.
Yeah, we understand.
Absolutely. All right,
Appreciate that.
that's.
So we can't come back in 2 weeks?
You can sit out there every 2 weeks.
It's free call.
Bring cookies up.
He's a good choice.
Okay, good.
You
I think
guys-
that was the tough part, was because I kind of like flipping a coin. I'm sorry, guys, I mean, it's.
All good.
And I too appreciate you coming up and coming down to visit us and giving us your rendition of how it all looks. And you guys are very knowledgeable, all 3 of you. And I did get to work with you gentlemen on screen on those other issues we had with the board, the water board, and with the environmental, and you guys are just top notch on those. And I appreciated working with you, and I still want to keep that relationship alive with this board. So I think the airport's moving in the right direction. Appreciate all those involved.
This was definitely not an easy decision you made. And it's, Martin called me, hey, you can be here today. I left Montana at 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, drove down here for this meeting. commute was a long time, but yeah, there was. You guys are both phenomenal. I mean, really, all of you guys are. I mean, it was not an easy decision and. I appreciate working with Barry, you know, on the whole Simcoe thing and they did a phenomenal job on that. And thank you for showing up. I appreciate it.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I would just add that we started out with 6 candidates and we very quickly got to you guys both. And I gotta tell you, we really enjoyed everything that both groups had to say. You guys are really, you speak our language and you're on par with us. So thank you very much. And thank you for spending the time to come. It's very much appreciated. And like these guys said, it was a very difficult decision. So, that's where we are. I just want to say that it's good when we have decisions like this, where we have 2 great candidates versus the opposite when when you feel like you're picking the lesser of 2 evils. I mean, in this case, you guys are amazing. And so, thank you very much.
Thank you, appreciate it. And, thank you guys so much for coming up here. There's really not much more I can say that just being exactly what has already been said up here, but really, really appreciate it. It was a very, very difficult decision, and that's why we had you guys come back today. So absolutely. With that being said,
For adjournment?
we have a motion. Do I hear a second to adjourn?
Second.
Second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Congrats. Thank you.